Hey guys, how's it going? Vic Stick here, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're gonna be discussing benzos and why they're particularly a shitty drug to abuse, and I wouldn't say use in general, but yeah, definitely abuse. One of those drugs you don't really want to, be really fucking with that much. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys learn something from it. But yeah, we're gonna get down to the details, the facts, some personal use that I've, had, personal experiences, and all that sort of stuff. And shit, the first thing I want to get into, how addictive they are. Benzos in particular, I would say, aren't just addicting as opiates, like shit like fentanyl, M30s, them fake shits, awful stuff, very addictive. But that's for a whole nother video. But yeah, benzo is definitely a very addictive substance, and depending on which benzo you take, I guess you can get different, results when it comes to how addictive they are. Like RCs, research chemicals, a lot of RC benzos. They're very powerful, very potent stuff. Those can get you really, really hooked fast, like physically dependent. Benzos usually stay in your system for like, I'd say 3 days, from what I've read and researched. So yeah, and try to space them out. Don't take them daily. And yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a very addictive substance, and depending on what you're taking, like I said, you're gonna get different results. For me, I mainly have used Xanax throughout the year, Prazolam, pretty basic stuff. Now I want to get into more of my own personal stories and like personal experiences with not only regular benzos, but also all the RCs I've taken throughout the years. So yeah, let's start with the regular benzos. Alprazolam, I've had like I mentioned throughout the years, a couple. I've also had K-pins, clonazepam, if I'm not mistaken. Um, that shit is very different from Xanax for sure. Lasts a lot longer and overall feels like it's how do I say this? Feels like a build up kind of high. It gets stronger as it goes, and like with Xanax it's more like an instant punch, like boom, you're really slumped. But with these K-pins it kind of builds up over time, and usually around the third hour is when you're peaking and it hits the most. And with these regular benzos, sticking to these lower doses, I've never really blacked out on. um I don't really take shit like that. Like I mentioned, I don't really like taking really high doses of Xanax. I don't like going over like 2 milligrams, because that shit will guarantee a blackout, and fuck blackouts. Yeah, and then RCs. I want to get into RCs as well. I've bought some throughout the years unknowingly, very powerful stuff, and the stuff that I've gotten, um, was most likely like some tasteless form of RC, because I remember the pills that I got didn't have any sort of a taste to them whenever I broke them down and rubbed them in my tongue. And yeah, that kind of told me it was an alprazolam, which got me kind of confused at the time. But I was dumb. I didn't know what RCs were at the time, so I still took it. Um, and what's worst with that was that it took quite a while for it to hit actually, and like sometimes you get impatient and you take another one thinking like, oh, this shit isn't hitting, and then bam, 2-3 hours later, you're fucking completely blacked out for hours on end. Like, for, nah, fuck that, like 12 hours and shit. Blacked out, going around doing stupid shit, you know? You don't want to be doing that. RCs overall, you know, I wouldn't recommend personally. I'd recommend you try to get more of the real shit. Because with some of these RCs, like, you don't really know the dosages unless you're getting it from like a trusted source, you know, that informs you on what they're putting in it, and you know the specific milligrams and shit. But yeah, I think also another thing I want to get into, blackouts. Very common thing with Benzos, especially if you like, you know, take them hard as fuck. But shit, sometimes when you're feeling like a gremlin, you gotta take the whole thing, the whole 2 milligrams. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real, getting like, you know, excessive amounts will get you hooked faster as well. So don't do that. Try to take some breaks. Xanax usually stays, or like benzos usually stay in your system for like I'd say 3 days, from what I've read. That's it for that segment. RCs, fuck RCs, you know, get that real shit, stick with the real shit, if you're gonna take it, that is. You know, I personally just advise just avoiding it completely, like I've been mentioning throughout the video. But yeah, RCs, you know, they usually lead to really terrible shit. You know, you don't wanna fucking be brain dead or something out there. Like, fuck that. Think about that shit. Scary shit, man. If you take, say a really high dose and you're not really like, and you don't really have like a fucking tolerance to that shit, you'll black out, probably go out and do some stupid shit. And obviously, you won't remember anything, like at all. That shit feels like, you know, you're doing one thing and then boom, instantly you like skipped time or some shit, like you're in a video game, and that shit's pretty fucked up. It really is, cause you know, fuck you gonna be doing when you're fucked up off that shit. So yeah, stick to the lower doses. Like I said, you don't want to be out here doing stupid shit, running around naked and shit in your neighborhood, all fucking zanned out, fucking idiotic ass shit. But yeah, another one of the cons, shit, fuck blackouts, them shit suck. But get real, gotta keep it 100. I mean, the effects, they're pretty alright, you know, anti-anxiolytic, but compared to like the shit that you get out of it, like the negatives, the cons, it's actually like it kind of outweighs him, in my opinion, and that's why I'm making this video on why benzos suck. Um, like fuck, if you really get hooked on these shits and you start taking them a lot, like once you try to quit cold turkey, motherfucker, you're gonna get seizures and shit. And usually benzo withdrawals last a lot longer than opiate withdrawals. Usually opiate withdrawals last like a week, about so. But with benzos, it could take up to like 2 months, bruh, of just pure hell. Fucking body aches, you know, fucking terrible anxiety, um, depression, like feeling very numb. Like, shit's weird. It's a fucked up feeling. It really is. Makes you feel like empty and very lonely. Uh, not a good feeling for sure. And definitely a reason why you should avoid taking benzos. Some of the other symptoms for benzo withdrawal also include shit like insomnia and like bowel problems and shit. That shit fucks you up in your stomach, you know, it gets you bloated, diarrhea, all that fucked up shit you don't want to deal with. You lose your appetite, you know. damn, like it's just an overall shit show. So yeah, be careful out there, people. And yeah, I mean, that should be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, drop a like, you know, subscribe, support your boy, share the video. Gotta keep these people informed. You know, I'm trying my best out here. And if you want to take Xanax or Benzos in general, shit, um, I mean, take them at your own risk. That's you, bro. But just be careful. And I'd say stick to the lower doses. You should be fine. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. See you on the next one.